What's going on, y'all? It's your boy, Stock Holiday, right back at you again with the latest and the greatest in these cryptocurrency markets. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button, press that subscribe button. Now let's get it. Today, we're going to have a very serious talk. We're going to talk about some of the deadlines that are very important to cryptocurrency, very important to the financial moves that we are looking for the market to start to make in the second half of 2025. But before we get into those important deadlines, like we always do, let's go ahead and take care of a little bit of housekeeping. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is continuing to do its thing. Not worried about Bitcoin at all, because Bitcoin have already proven that it is solid as a rock. It's not going nowhere. It is going to be around for years and years to come. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is sitting at $107,500. The Fear and Greed Index is at 52. We know a few days ago we saw the Fear and Greed Index get to 45, so it is starting to make its way up, which could be telling us that there are good things to come. Bitcoin dominance is starting to lower a little bit. That is a good sign. That is always good to see. The Bitcoin dominance is now at 64.3%. A few days ago, we saw the Bitcoin dominance at 65%. So to get down to 64.3%, that is huge. It's a process. It's not going to happen overnight, but if we can see a little bit of a dominance decline every day, a little bit every day, we will be cool with that. Ethereum's holding strong. Not worried about old man Ether because he already showed us that he is outperforming Bitcoin at this moment. $2,495 for one Ethereum. The Ethereum dominance is at 9.08%. Y'all know that I want to see old man Ether cross over to 10% dominance. That's what I'm waiting on. I might pop a champagne bottle as we go live when old man Ether cross over to the 10% dominance. So let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of this video. But let's go ahead and put the disclaimer out there. This is not financial advice. Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell any cryptocurrency, any stock. Now, took care of YouTube. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the deadlines that are extremely important. First of all, July 9th, we know that we got the tariff deadlines will be expiring. That's about 9 or 10 days from where we are today. In 9 or 10 days, something dramatic will probably happen. President Trump already said that there will not be another extension, so we don't have to worry about that. There's not going to be an extension to the extension. The 90-day deadline is up July 9th. What will happen on July 9th? Well, we already know that China and the United States are currently in talks of negotiations, so that's a good sign. But most recently, we've seen Canada come out and they said that they are getting ready to slap some digital tech tariffs on the United States. That upset Donald Trump. He got to screaming and yelling. Then a few hours ago, I was reading something that Canada had came back and now they are trying to resolve. Now they want to come sit at the table. So Liberation Day was not fun, not easy to stomach, easy to swallow. A lot of our portfolios were dragged, sucked out. All of our portfolios was. The markets declined. We have recovered since, which is a great thing. So we know the power of what this deadline could result in. If the tariff deadline hit July 9th and agreements are not on the table, these tariffs will get initiated. That is not what we want to see. That is not what the financial institutions, the financial markets want to see. Because if those tariffs get enacted or become live again, the markets are going to get sucked out like it did in March and April when the tariffs were going down. So 9 or 10 days, we could see a drastic move. To the upside, we could see a drastic move to the downside. Now, what if we do get some solid, concrete agreements with China, solid concrete agreements with Canada and Mexico? Those are the three largest countries that were having some of the main issues coming to an agreement. If we can get some declarations, get some agreements, some signed deals, that can be huge. That could really spike the cryptocurrency market. That could really get things rolling. July 9th is a deadline date that everybody is going to be paying attention to. Then we also know that we got the FOMC meeting in July also. That's another date that we have to be paying attention to. July 28th, July 29th, I believe it is, or 27th, 28th, 29th. Two of those days, Jerome Powell, him and his buddies are going to come to the table and they are going to decide what is going on with the Fed interest rates. We all know that if they come out and they decide to lower interest rates, that is going to be excellent for the financial markets, excellent for cryptocurrency. That's what we're waiting on. Stock market, cool, but we are invested in cryptocurrency. We want cryptocurrency to explode. That right there could ignite the cryptocurrency market. That right there could ignite altcoin season by seeing the interest rates get cut. This entire year, we have not seen any movement by Fed Chairman Powell. The FOMC meetings have been happening. They come out, no movement, no movement. Like, come on now. Even President Trump, like, come on, man, give us a break, help us out. But Jerome Powell said he know what he's doing. Things will happen on his watch at his time. So those are two things that we need to pay attention to. Also, tonight or the past few weeks, they've been talking about the big, beautiful bill. That bill can be passed tonight. We know that that bill is going to involve a lot of tax break, and there'll be a lot of spending cuts. A lot of programs are going to be cut. That could get passed tonight. Tax cuts are going to happen, and money will be printed. Money's going to be available. That right there could be another spike to stimulate the economy. So there's a lot of things on the table. There are a lot of dates that we are looking at. There are a lot of different bills that can really send the market in the right direction that we are wanting it to go. Also, when you take a look at what we've been doing over this year of 2025, last year was the Bitcoin halving. 2024, always the year after the Bitcoin halving, we're supposed to see altcoin season, where we've already got through 2 quarters. Quarter 1 and quarter 2 are now in the book. Now we could go back, we got the data, we know what happened. Beginning of January 2025, we had no idea what was going to happen in quarter 1. Had no idea what was going to happen in quarter 2. Now we have the data. Now we can go back and completely analyze what happened, when it happened, why it happened, what was going on when the various things happened. That's why data is so important. Taking a look at the charts is very important. That will give you concrete information as far as what happened, which can fuel and help you to kind of project what can happen going forward in the future. So quarter 1, we know what's exciting. January 2025 started at $94,000. Ran up, we saw all-time high in January, $109,000. Boom, February hit, that was the bloodbath. We know we saw the tariff talks, February, March, quarter 1, January, February, and March. January started out $94,000. March ended at $83,000. You're talking about quarter 1 being down about 12 to 15%. That was unexpected. Everybody thought that quarter 1 was going to be magnificent. Oh, we got a new pro-cryptocurrency administration. This is going to happen. That is going to happen. Quarter 1 is going to be explosive. Well, it was explosive in the downward direction. Liberation Day, amongst a host of other things, caused the market to decline in quarter 1. So that is what we had to deal with. We have that data now. Now we can go and take a look and see exactly what happened. There's no more guessing, no more wondering, no more predictions, because we know what happened in quarter 1 and we know what happened in quarter 2. Quarter 2 came April, May, June, that is in the book. Quarter 2 is in the book. Month of April started out $85,000. End of June, we ended at $107,000. That was a great recovery. We're up 25% for quarter 2. So quarter 1, we're down 12, 15%. Quarter 2, we're up 25%. Keep in mind that this is the year after the Bitcoin halving. This is the year that we are expecting to see explosive pumps and run-ups in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So far, quarter 1, let us down. No big deal, because always, if you take a look at the charts, go back and look at 2021. All 4 quarters was not green. So we already had our red quarter. We took it on the chin, and we kept on moving, kept on running. We took Liberation Day on the chin. Was it nervous? Yes, it was nervous. You saw Bitcoin got down to $74,000. Folks were saying it was going to go below 69K. I said, you know what? Hey, if it go below 69K, the cycle is broken. We hope that it will not go below 69K. Kept our fingers crossed, and what did it do? We were standing on the 4-year cycle, and the market recovered. Took a deep breath, because that was a close call. But the market did what it was supposed to do. The 4-year cycle did what it was supposed to do. It recovered and it ran up. So we recovered a rebound from the Liberation Day. We also had some issues in Q2 that we know now was talking about nuclear strikes over there with Iran. Talking about the nuclear weapons that they had, and we had missile strikes. That was dangerous also. That was scary also. What did we do? We recovered, because Bitcoin did dip down to $98,000 when those initial missile strikes occurred. Now we're back at $107,000. Now we seem to have a lot of those things behind us. Now hopefully we could kind of move forward and have a little bit of smooth pavement ahead of us. Hopefully we can see some of the positive news really start to take cryptocurrency to the levels that everybody have been expecting. Everybody is expecting. 2025, where's the altcoin season? Where are these parabolic pumps that we have been talking about? When will they happen? Well, like I said, keep in mind, every quarter is not going to be green. So far, Q1 was red. We got that one out of our system. I'm glad that we got the red quarter out of our system first. Who knows? These next 3 quarters could all be green. I would not be surprised to see the Q2 was green, up 25%. Q3 and Q4, I would not be surprised to see the rest of the quarters for 2025 to be green. They talked about some of the Fed interest rates cuts that's going to be happening in September, November. These could all spike the market. Q4 has always traditionally been very bullish the year after the Bitcoin halving. So we do have a lot of things that's in store. We have these deadlines that are right here before us that could really send the market up. That's why it's very important to be buying these dips. Very important to be patient. Those folks who sold when the tariffs happened are beating themselves. They're mad at themselves, kicking themselves, saying, damn, I sold my Ethereum when it was $1,800. I sold my Bitcoin when it was $82,000. Now Bitcoin is back at $107,000. Why did I do that? Iran missile strikes, people selling their Bitcoin $98,000, thinking it was going to go lower. Let me take my losses, let me sell at 98. Not really standing on a 4-year cycle, not trusting the process, and most importantly, not having patience. If you don't have patience, if you don't have a risk tolerance level that is strong enough, cryptocurrency is not for you. Cryptocurrency is not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be in it. Cryptocurrency is one of the only investment platforms to where you can make 10x, 20x or something like that. A lot of the other markets, yeah, you can make 15%, 50%, 60%, but we talking about hundreds of percents. Talking about 500%, 700%. Life-changing gains are made in cryptocurrency, which is why so many of us are in the cryptocurrency. We are ready to change our lives financially. Taking the risk. Is it risky? Yes, it's risky. It is very volatile. But if you hit on the right time, doing the right part of the 4-year cycle, you will be well rewarded. That is what we're doing right now. We are trusting the process, standing on the right side of the cycle so we can be well rewarded, so our portfolios can really multiply. We want to see altcoin season. We want to see these coins pump. We want to see exponential gains, and we want to see this market go parabolic like it does every 4 years. So we don't expect anything to change this particular cycle as far as altcoin season, as far as these coins going parabolic, but we have to continue to wait. We have to continue to be patient and trust the process. Is it going to happen overnight? We already know that it's not. Get that out your head. It is not going to be a one-trick pony. It is not going to happen overnight. You're not going to wake up one day and say, damn, I did a 50x. No, it is going to be a process. First, you got to do a 2x, then a 3x, then a 4x. Then you might go down something, and then you're going to recover. It is a process. It is not for the weak. It is not for the faint. But guess what? It is for you, and it is for me. So, like I say, come on over there. Join us in the Patreon. We have a great cryptocurrency community. We got folks over there talking about cryptocurrency, talking about the various coins, talking about the markets, what's going on, what their opinion is, and we would love to see you over there. But like I say, I just continue to come to you guys every day just to continue to give you that good encouragement. Coming to you guys every day to give you that good motivation. And that's all I got for you on this one. It's your boy, Stock Holiday, and I'm out.